Hey guys, today we are going to take a look on how to isolate and change any type of color we want. Sounds good to you? Let's jump right in. So, this is the image we want to tackle. We want to change the color of this dress more to a reddish tone like her lips. To do the first step, we will duplicate this layer over here by dragging it down to the plus. Next, we will go up to Select and choose Color Range. In the dialog box, start by enabling the checkbox for Localize Color Cluster over here. Now we use the eyedropper tool to pick the color from the dress. Just go over here and tap once. And in the dialog box you will see nothing. To see more, let's hold Shift and paint, not just tapping, paint over the areas to sample more color tones from the selected color. All around here. And around here. Finally, we use the fuzziness slider to refine the edges of our selection. Something around here, don't go too crazy with that. Like this. Once everything looks good, we click OK. With this selection activated, we go to the right and choose Hue and Saturation. As you can see here, our selection is burned to the layer mask of the Hue Saturation Adjustment Layer. Before we adjust the color of the dress, we will clean up this layer mask. Hold Alt or Option and click on the little thumbnail. Once in this view, go to the left and choose the brush tool. Use the brush tool with black or white to clean up any areas where the selection may have spilled over or missed spots. Black hides, white reveals, remember that. Also, don't go crazy with that. The layer mask does not have to be perfect. To exit this view, hold Alt or Option again and click on the thumbnail. Now the magic begins and we can change the color of this dress. Just click over here on the adjustment layer and in the properties channel you will see these three sliders over here. We will crank up the saturation to see what we are affecting and we will drag the hue saturation slider to a color which we like. I think I go something with a little bit more reddish. This looks quite good to me. It matches almost perfectly with the color of her lips. Now tackle the next problem. Let me zoom in. Notice how there is a reflection from the original dress color showing up in the hair. Let's fix that using the same technique. But before, we will adjust our layer mask because all this bluish color over here can be painted out. For this, use the brush tool again and just paint while selected this layer mask over the areas we want to get rid of. Black hides, white reveals, remember that. Next, we will go back to Select and choose Color Range. Now we will only select the blue areas around the hair. Try to avoid any selection which tackles the dress. Click OK. And now we will create a new Hue and Saturation Adjustment Layer. Drag this one to the top. Before we adjust the new Hue and Saturation Adjustment Layer, we open the previous one and we will go from Saturation 100 to 0. Close this and open up the new one. And in the new one, we will adjust the hue slider to a more reddish looking tone. Something around here. And we will desaturate this adjustment layer. If you toggle this little icon here, you can see the before and the after. Next, let's try to bring back some color. Hold Ctrl or Command and click on the thumbnail here to make a selection from the layer mask. And now we go down to the bottom over here and choose solid color. Choose now a color from the hair, something not too dark, not too bright, like this. Hit OK. And change the blend mode to color. We will decrease the opacity to around 50%. Something around here. And we will paint and adjust the layer mask. Black hides, white reveals, remember that. Click one of these little eye icons here to activate or disable the layers and see the effects. This is our coloration over here. This was our second Hue and Saturation Adjustment Layer. And this one was the Hue and Saturation Adjustment Layer to change the color of the dress. And that's it. I think the result is amazing, especially when we take in consideration that this image was not a RAW file. With a RAW file, we would have had way more options to adjust the colors without creating any distracting artifacts. But now tell me what you think. Was this tutorial helpful? If so, write it down in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more tips and tutorials. See you in the next one. Peace.